What is up?
Yo, what's going down?
I'd like to know what is up.
The ceiling.
Anything else?
This podcast. And obnoxious ass kid right now.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of energy right now, or what?
Hell yeah. In there, in there with the stuffed animals.
There you go.
I'm just grateful for it all, though. Just grateful for it all, bro.
Yeah, me too, man.
Real shit.
Like you said in the last podcast, this time is kind of an illusion, when you're on semen retention.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
Time is an illusion, man. It's just part of the simulation program to keep us under control.
Right. It's just sometimes of the day, the sun's out, and then sometimes the sun's not out. It just depends on where we're at.
That's how that's how the historical people used to operate back in the day before, all this corruption came into the picture.
Like what?
Time and all this other shit that's being controlled, Back in the day with all the, the historical people, shit wasn't, it was controlled to an extent, but not the way it is now, bro, Way more spiritual back then. Now shit is just a lot of technology and shit going on, bro.
Oh yeah, it's out of control.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too much of spiritual operation going on. It's down to like a small percentage.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Facts. But we'll knock this intro out real quick, bro.
Let's get it.
Welcome to the Unchained podcast, everybody. This is your boy SpiritWar Martin, along with his great podcast partner Sebastian, who we always put God first and become your inner lion in this crooked matrix and spiritual warfare, y'all. Boy, listen here.
Boy, listen here. I got a cup of coffee, and it's 3 a.m. and I'm drinking coffee. What's going on out here?
Man, yeah, 3 a.m. where you're at, and it's 4 a.m. where I'm at.
Some savages, huh?
Most def, bro. Most definitely. Let's get into topic number 1 for podcast 47. Topic number 1. What are your thoughts about how, while on semen retention, the volume to everything is louder?
So, do you kind of mean like how things? Are you talking about how things like hit differently and things are just different?
Well, that and how you can just basically hear a lot more shit because obviously the volume is turned up, so you're hearing a lot more things in the background now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my experience is like semen retention just kind of heightens all your senses, bro. I've been noticing like a lot of, I feel like I'm just very aware of like all of my senses, and I'm just like very sensitive to a lot of different things. So I'm definitely hearing a lot of different things. I like the video that you made this morning about the music, because I'm definitely hearing a lot of like different, when I listen to music, I'm hearing a lot of instruments that I haven't heard, in the past and things like that. I'm hearing different parts of songs, that I haven't heard. And, I feel like God has got me paying attention to more things in life, I'm hearing a lot of different things. And I'm also seeing a lot of different things, and also smelling, you know what I'm saying? A lot of different things are going on.
Yeah. Facts. From my personal experience, same thing. Hearing a lot of different instruments and music, and when I go outside, I'm hearing a lot of shit in the background now too. Like I can hear squirrels and shit that's, you know, up in the tree, like it's real close. And then if it's like a person or a dog that's like damn near a block over, it sounds like they're right in my yard. You know what I mean? And yeah, when I hear dogs barking a block over, it sounds like they're in my yard, bro. It's real bizarre. It sounds very, very close.
That's crazy.
And my sense of smell has definitely heightened up a lot more too. You know, sense of smell and the volume to my hearing is just way more heightened now. And I like it, but at the same time, I'm still somewhat getting used to it because, you know, my old self, when I was busting on the corn sites all the time, it's like it wasn't like that. It seemed like, you know, I didn't have no volume to my voice. I couldn't hardly hear shit. And yeah, like I was just spiritually deteriorated. Nothing was heightened as far as my senses went. But now, since I'm on this SR journey, it's like walking around like a walking Christmas tree. You know, my nervous system is lit, and my brain, you know, and everything is heightened. Like you're like all the lights are turned on in your body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, this is crazy. Yeah, I like to say, you know, it feels like I'm like an antenna, you know, and I'm getting like all different types of stuff, all the senses, and then, you know, we're feeling energy out here too, like crazy. So it's like I really don't know how to explain it, but when you start to retain your life force, you know, God hooks us up with like this sensitivity, you know, we're more self-aware and we're more sensitive to all of our surroundings, you know what I mean? So we could pay attention better, you know, we can kind of see what's going on, but it also becomes really trippy. It becomes very psychedelic and just like hard to explain without experiencing it yourself, you know?
Facts. It's definitely like, yeah, like being on shrooms naturally, you know, because everything is way more vivid and more colorful, and yeah, more heightened, bro. You know, it's like, damn, you know, it's this really going on right now. It's almost like you're in a dream, but it's reality.
Yeah, man. These last couple months of my life have been a trip. You know, life changing stuff has been going on.
Yeah, bro, you've been in a blissful state awfully a lot, bro.
For real.
You know, you've been letting me know that you've been blissful as hell a lot, especially when you speak out to God. You know, same with me though. Whenever I have like a bad thought or just something that the devil and his punk ass army tries to put in my head, I speak out to God, right? And it's almost like it goes away, you know, and then I start to feel way better. You know, that just shows you how powerful it is. When you speak out to the universe, it hears, and it will like literally eliminate what you got going on with you as far as your thoughts go. If you got something behind,
almost immediately, huh?
Yeah, for real. And you feel better too. And it's crazy because it happened to me earlier today, and I spoke out to the universe and God, you know, and these thoughts or whatever just went away, bro. And then I just instantly felt better and got back to being disciplined.
Well, you know what it is like, you know, it's the act of, you know, you're allowing yourself to let go of whatever you're experiencing and whatever you're feeling at that moment, and you're handing it over to God and the universe to handle. You're like, okay, this is becoming too big of an issue for me to handle right now. You know, I'm going to hand it over to you. You know, can you help me? And so when you put that into action, and then, you know, you actually have faith and you believe, that this power source can help you with the issue, it starts to manifest, because then you feel like you have support. You're not fighting whatever battle you're going through. You're not fighting it alone anymore at that point.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it was. And most of us tend to think that we're alone, or
never alone.
We're alone and afraid to speak out to the universe, when that's what we're supposed to do as people. It's like society just makes it seem like doing that is weird, and it's not. It's actually historical. You're supposed to speak out to God in the universe whenever you got some bad thoughts or whatever's going on with you, because it's powerful shit, and this divine power source literally, like, it helps you out. It does work for you, bro. When you connect with this, it's it's hard to explain, but I know you feel me, man. It's because we're tapped in.
Oh yeah, man. I've been seeing some crazy results, as a result of me tapping in with God more often, like the last 3 or 4 days. I've been praying a lot more. And I've just been staying in communication with God throughout the day, intentionally talking to him, saying thank you, being grateful, and basically, worshiping God, as much as I can for everything, staying grateful. And man, it really goes a long way when you choose to do that, when you choose to direct your energy towards worshiping God, and just, saying thank you and praying and speaking out loud, and you're doing that on a regular basis, you're going to really start to see some results. You're going to start, he's going to bless you spiritually. He's going to give you, like you said earlier, I'm having a lot of these blissful days, feeling joy and peace. And, these are the spiritual gifts that we talk about, that God blesses us with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. We're all sent here on this earth for some sort of godly ability. We just have to take the time to go within and figure out what it is. But it's so much distraction and shit going on out here to where people can't even do it because they're too busy putting their energy into all this bullshit. And putting energy into bullshit instead of into their self and into God. So they can find out who they are as a person. But no, they want to put their energy elsewhere and do all this extra ass shit instead of being simple and working on yourself and putting God first. And that's how you become a powerful person.
Very powerful. Well, like I said, what we were talking about before, there's a large percentage of the population that has no type of spiritual radar whatsoever. So they literally go throughout their life and they don't even think about God. Throughout the day, they don't think about God. I know there's a lot of different religions and a lot of people have different beliefs, but there's people out here that just are on the fence with this topic, and they're basically just treating their existence like it's like just regular day stuff. Like they think it's just like a regular occurrence to be a human being on a planet. This is just what happens. Like they're not understanding what's actually happening. They're not comprehending their existence on a deep level. They don't realize how deep all of this, our origin and everything that is behind all of this. They're just like, oh yeah, I'm just a human being. This is just regular. There's just us, and then there's the animals, and there's trees, and there's cars, and there's buildings, and this is just life. It's like they're very surface level. So it's hard for these people to experience this stuff, So I've noticed a lot of these people end up having issues. People that aren't spiritually inclined, they start having a lot of issues. They start getting depressed and anxious and full of fear and full of questions and all this type of stuff.
Yeah, out here going crazy, bro. Just out here doing shit, and yeah, like you said, just accepting life for what it really is instead of going deep within and seeing shit for what it really is. It's like people are just accepting this bullshit out here and just becoming robots. Like, yeah, I want to just go about my day and just, yeah, it is what it is. Fuck all that, bro. I can't. Me as a man, I can't do that, especially since I got on semen retention. It's like, bro, this place that we live in, it's a lot of crazy shit going on about here, bro. And a lot of people are unaware.
Well, yeah, that's because you're tapped in spiritually. You know what I mean? So you have an understanding of you have a whole understanding of the spiritual realm. There's a lot of people out here that they don't even know what that is. And for guys like us, we're very tapped in. So I mean, especially semen retention can put you on a whole nother level. So it's just everybody is at different levels, of their consciousness and their spirituality, and it's crazy to realize that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy to realize that, because it's almost like you become an alien when you become spiritually awakened compared to a lot of other individuals out there who do not have the light bulb turned on. And
just operating in the flesh.
Yeah, operating in the flesh and of this world, and being very materialistic and carnal. And ever since I'm spiritually awoken, it's like none of that shit matters to me.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I just operate in the spirit now, and work with what I have. I'm not trying to be in competition with anyone, and not trying to make myself feel good by putting others down and all this toxic ass shit that's going on now. It's just ugly nowadays, bro. Yeah, real bizarre.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I've really been noticing some major changes in myself that I'm really proud of, and it's almost like God's gotten a hold of me so much to the point where I'm making these changes and I'm hitting all these different changes at such a rapid pace. It's hard for me to even acknowledge that I'm doing it. It's just I'm a whole new person, and all this stuff that I used to really be tripped up on, bro. I just don't he's totally transformed me to where I don't pay it's black and white, as to the things that I'm supposed to be doing. I've noticed that I know you feel me on this one, but my discernment is up so high that I can see everything clearly, and anything that has bad energy, or I can just tell oh, that's something that could lead me down the wrong path. I guess an example would be sports. I used to be really into sports, bro, and now I can't even watch sports because I realize it's all idolatry and bullshit. I still watch it, but just things like that. God is basically showing me everything, so I can see through literally everything. And once you can do that, and you start operating in the spirit, life kind of becomes simple, and you really only focus on a couple things. You know what I mean? It kind of simplifies things and makes it a lot easier. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I know exactly what you're saying, because from my perspective, I used to be into celebrities and sports a lot, and now putting God first, it's none of that shit really matters, and my life has become very simple now, and I see through a lot of shit, and it's I don't want to be involved with nothing really other than my spiritual people I have in my life, and nothing extra. If it's extra ass shit, drama or gossip or anything, throws that shit in the garbage, bro, and I keep moving, because it doesn't matter to me. Other people's opinion does not matter to me, and if I come across people who try to gaslight or bring me down to make themselves feel good, they get cut the fuck out of my life, because it's not how I just don't. I don't deal with that toxic bullshit, you know, and I keep it real simple, you know, and yeah, just don't see life the same, bro. Once you tap in with God and go on SR, yeah, you know, all these distractions and shit that they got going on and stuff, it just becomes like stupid as hell now, bro. It's just dumb, bro. And it's like, yeah, I'm good. I'd rather just be away from that shit.
Me too. And I have no problem. It's crazy because my old self, you know, I really struggled. You know, I can really like compare my old self to who I am now, and it is so crazy, bro. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? And it's happening at such a fast pace. Like, my day is just so simple. Like, I know what I need to do, because really all that matters, like the realization that I had, bro, is the only thing that matters is my connection with God and staying, you know, in communication with Him, because that's the only validation that I'm looking for. The only validation that I need is from God. You know what I mean? My old self used to be very into like looking to other people and the people around me for my validation. I think that's the major change that I have, is like now I look to God for my validation. Yeah. So I move a lot differently out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. It's almost like being a monk or some shit amongst the people. You know, like you go into your, you know, your personal area where you reside, meditate, which makes you very comfortable, and then you go out in public or have to go to work. It's like you have to really like energy scan and operate and watch people more than ever, because you put God first, not people. So you have to like watch people more than ever now and how they behave. Sometimes it's bizarre how these people behave out here, bro. Real bizarre.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's super crazy, man.
Yeah.
There's all types of people out here.
Yeah. And then when you come across good-spirited individuals, it makes you feel good as well. You know, because it's all about the spirit. All about the spirit. And you come across somebody who has a spirit of respect, self-care, you know, just respect in general, bro. And no toxicity going on, you know, and have good manners, you know, have a good head on their shoulders. You guys can vibe together, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's really important out here, you know, especially for us now, because I've come to realize I can't operate around a lot of people now because my energy is really sensitive now, and only way people can basically connect with me is on YouTube or through this podcast. You know, I don't really let people into my personal life because I'm good on that shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
You know, only way Mug's gonna see me that I don't know is on YouTube, and that's it. That's the only way you're gonna see me. You know, you're not gonna be in my personal life unless you're in my small circle, or, you know, a person that is spiritually elevated and put God first. You know, I've become real strict to how I operate now.
Yeah.
You know, very strict.
Well, you know that's like a direct order from God, right? You know, that's what He wants us to do. He wants us to surround ourselves with people who are, you know, righteous. You know, He wants us to stay away from people that aren't righteous.
Yeah.
It says that in the Bible. He's literally like directing us to do like what we're doing naturally. That's what He wants us to do.
Yes.
And He wants us to stay away from these people.
Yeah. And I actually enjoy that. I like that, because I went so many years with the wrong people and all these toxic ass people, and got my energy drained so much, bro.
Mm-hmm.
To where I just had no self-confidence, no courage, no ambition, nothing, bro. I was just letting people walk over me, you know, and
yeah.
now it's just like, fuck all that shit. You know, I'm happy that I have this feeling of a peace of mind now, and I'm not sharing my energy with anybody unless they put God first. If you don't put God first, or you feel weird that I speak about God more than ever, you got to get the hell out from around me. It's that simple.
Exactly. It kind of goes back, you know, I keep using this example, but, you know, my buddy that I talked about in the other podcast, you know, it's kind of like how it was. You know, this dude that I used to match energy with him, and clearly that conversation was like a point, you know, to realize that, like, yeah, we're not on that same frequency anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be like that with a lot of people. You know, when you really start putting God first, and you start communicating with Him, and you know, reading your Bible every day and making this a lifestyle, you're going to have to cut a lot of people off, because there's a very small percentage of people that are doing this.
Yeah. Very small. You know, and yeah.
They're out there, you know, they're out there. There's a lot of people out there. It's just like, as far as the people that, like, our old self, you know, who we're used to communicating with, the type of people, you know, none of those people put God first. So, yeah, so we got to change that. We got to find all new friends and basically start a whole new life. You know, when God gets a hold of you and you start putting God first, you're gonna have to change everything.
Yeah, it's like literally dying and becoming reborn under the name of God, bro.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's like dying and becoming reborn under Jesus and God, and your life is just entirely different. It's not the same as how it used to be. And all the people that you used to be around, it's like that was like your old life, your last life. You feel me? Like I said, it's literally like dying and being reborn, bro.
Seriously, that's what it is.
You know, and when you come around these people, it's almost like these people were never your friends from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you know, they were your friends while you were lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're your friends who are also lost. You know, so it's like it's hard to kind of make that connection and still call them, you know, the friends that you need to be around. You know, you might still love these people, you know, for who they are. And, you know, I know I still have a lot of friends like that, but at the same time, you know, if they're still engaging in low vibrational shit, you know, you can't keep them around.
Yeah, bro. It's just bizarre. It's real bizarre, and it's real eye-opening as to how deep and how much this spiritual journey / awakening will just change your life all the way around in like a complete 180, bro.
Yeah, everything has to change, and it's lonely sometimes, but at the same time, it pays off. You know, it's worth it, because the moments when, you know, you get the blessings from God, and you get the, you know, feelings of peace and joy and gratitude. I mean, there's nothing better than that, in my opinion.
Exactly. Having a peace of mind and being spiritually free and doing shadow work is what God wants all of us to do. You know, He wants all of us to go deep within and clean out all that bullshit that we have that's holding us back, and becoming sober from all these substances out here.
Yeah.
Letting go of all these damn demons and shit that we keep feeding with these substances. Mm-hmm. You know, I was looking at my old self. I was feeding the alcoholic demon, feeding, you know, the weed demon pretty tough, you know, all day, every day. And then the lust gargoyle with the corn sights, and trying to smash all these different females and shit, and creating soul ties. And yeah, it's a deep rabbit hole, and there's a lot of this shit going on out here amongst the people, and they're just unaware of what they're doing. Just
yeah, they think it's normal.
Yeah, just out here just killing themselves. And that's how society wants to. You know, it's what society.
That's because society has framed all of it. Society has framed all of this shit to be normal behavior.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty.
It's all a trick from the enemy.
Yep. Devil and his punk ass army working overtime.
They make it all seem like all this stuff is normal shit. You know, like all these dating apps, porn, masturbating. They make it seem like, and that's literally how it is. I could talk to like 9 out of 10 of my closest friends, you know, that I know are still masturbating all the time. I guarantee you, they would call me weird if I started talking about how, like, you know, porn is evil and masturbating is an addiction and a crutch and you have to stop. You know, they would look at me like I was crazy.
That's because they've been programmed. They've been programmed and their minds are just polluted.
Yeah.
It's real sad, bro, because I'm going through this as well. You know, I got old friends that's out there fapping their asses off and, you know, not being healthy spiritually and shit, you know, being in toxic relationships with people that's making hair fall out.
Yeah.
You know, toxic people that's making their hair fall out and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, out here looking like George Jefferson and shit. You know, just straight up.
Wait. Why is their hair falling out?
Because they out here fapping and in a toxic relationship, letting, you know, just a toxic ass relationship, bro. Just accepting this shit. You know, has no man frame.
Yeah. I low-key have a couple friends that are like going bald.
Yeah, me too. And you can just see it, you know, and they take their baseball cap off. They just going bald as hell out here, just afro going around the sides and shit. You bald right in the middle.
Hell no. Yeah, I got a couple friends that are really balding really, really bad.
Just out here, just George Jefferson as hell, bro.
Oh, I feel bad for laughing. You just crack me up sometimes, bro.
It's the truth, man. You know, the truth, you know, it's the truth, man. And I just feel bad, you know, and I'll be sad, but they don't want better. They just rather be stuck and just basically spiritually, you know, just busting out all their vitamins and minerals, because your semen is vitamins and minerals. People are fapping and busting nuts all the time. They're busting out vitamins and minerals, you know.
Right. The testosterone is a huge one, bro.
Man, listen here. You know, these people need to wake up to this. You know, they basically kill themselves, and you're making your internal organs very weak as well, too. And jacking off and shit has a massive effect on your heart as well. You know,
for real. People don't realize that, like, low testosterone is like a chronic situation for males, and that's what happens when you jack off a lot. You know, you're draining their testosterone. So, like, it's pretty simple. You know, you have low testosterone. You know, you're gonna start feeling less confident, less driven. You know, you're gonna be creepy and weird around females. You're not gonna be able to make decisions. You're not gonna be assertive. You're just gonna be low power level out here. You know, and people don't realize that. And then some guys will like go on testosterone supplements. You know what I mean? And they'll like try to make it seem like that's the answer, but then they're still out here fapping and shit. You know, when they could just retain and do it the natural way, and just, you know, but they don't want to do that. You know, they're just still stubborn.
Yeah, and you can't take testosterone supplements and still jacking off out here, bro. It just doesn't work that way. You know, it doesn't work at all. You know, you can try to cheat all you want, but it's not going to work. You know,
right?
Not gonna work. You know, whatever you try to do, if you're not on SR, you are doomed, basically, basically doomed as far as your well-being goes and shit. And yeah, it's another addiction, well, the porn sites is just another addiction on top of drugs and alcohol. You know what I'm saying? It literally is. And it's getting to the point to where these phones are another addiction as well, bro. These phones too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So many avenues of addiction out here. It's just becoming ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, all of this stuff takes us out of the present moment.
Yes, it's sad, bro. It's like the devil is really working over out here, bro, with all this shit that's going on, bro. To try to keep us.
Yeah, he's going hard, huh?
Yeah, to keep us from tapping into ourselves, because they know how dangerous it is for us to tap into our inner selves and connect with the universe and not depend on all these distractions out here. But,
right. They know how powerful it is.
Yeah, it's powerful. You got people out there just don't want to change or do better. They just want to accept it. It's
Well, you know what I think it is there's a lot of people that don't even realize, they don't even realize their potential and how much power that they could have by tapping into this stuff. So they think that they're that low vibrational existence that they're at. They think that's that. They think that's it. They think that's all that they have. They're completely unaware of how you can level up with God and with semen retention and with all these different spiritual things. So they're they don't even know. A lot of people don't even understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't understand. Just out here brain dead, bro. And another thing I noticed, that people don't want to seek wisdom or read shit. They don't want to read anything. They just go off of what people say now. You notice that? They go off of hearsay. They don't want to take a book and read that shit and gain wisdom and knowledge out here. That's how dumbed down society has gotten, bro. It's absurd. It's real, bro. Nobody.
Yeah, it's our job. It's our job to try to do our part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got a big duty ahead of us, sir. A real big duty. Shit.
We're already doing it. We're doing it right now.
Yeah, we are. Definitely are, bro. And it's easy too. Easy work for us.
Yeah, that's because we're born to do it.
Yup. Absolutely right, my boy. And I'm definitely grateful. That made me feel better since you said that. Born to do it.
For real. We're put here to do this.
Absolutely right. And shit, we about to be on podcast 48, bro. Ain't that something?
That's a lot of podcasts, bro.
Man, listen here.
Doesn't feel like it. That's a good sign. That's a good sign because it doesn't feel like it.
I know. It doesn't feel like it at all, bro. Let's jump into another topic. Let's talk about flatlines and the brain.
Why don't you start that one off? Because I know you just had one.
All right. Yeah. As far as flatlines go, I had one a few days ago, and I really felt like I was real sluggish and had negative thoughts and shit too. But I also had drank a lot of coffee, on top of it, a lot of coffee to where it was making my kidneys and shit hurt, and that flatline for my brain and shit, it was no joke. And when I went a few days without that coffee, I started getting bad headaches and all types of shit, with withdrawals from coffee, bro. And I had to drink a lot of coffee, or I said a lot of coffee, drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water and flush all that coffee out of my body, bro. And once I flushed a lot of that caffeine out, my headaches started going away, and then I started getting more clarity. And once I started getting more clarity, that's when the flat line seemed to had let up and overpassed. And I just started making 30 YouTube videos and shit.
Yeah, you've been going crazy with the videos.
It happened right after that flatline, literally, bro. Like, as soon as that flatline that I had, which was very serious, passed over,
Yeah.
I just started dropping video, doing like
You kicked into another gear.
yeah, like doing 2-3 videos at a time. Every time I drop a video, it's like 2 or 3 of them.
Exactly. You've been turning. Yeah. You entered another gear.
Yeah, that's what it's like. I entered another gear because every time I get ready to drop a video, it's like 2 to 3 on average now.
Exactly. So one video is like fucking 4 videos.
Yeah, like three at the most, and sometimes it could be 4. Yeah,
It's crazy. Yeah, that's how it be though. Sometimes when you're feeling inspired and you're feeling, you know what I mean, like you're feeling like you can articulate yourself well. You know, you just kind of like in the zone. You know what I mean? That's just how it be. You just like, yeah, I want to bust out like 3 or 4 of these.
Yeah, and it's like damn near each time I get ready to record a video, it's more than one.
Right. That's how it is. Semen retention can get you in these zones, bro, in the flow state, to where it's just like you're like an unstoppable force, and you're just like putting in work like crazy.
Yeah, you know, and I'm grateful for it. You know, it's all spiritual elevation, and you know, the continuation of putting God first and reading my Bible every day, and just putting the big man first. And he's blessing me with, you know, these spiritual abilities, bro. And it's the best I've ever felt, to be honest, because yeah, I got a peace of mind. You know, us as men, we have, you know, days where we feel dehydrated, and when you get dehydrated, bad thoughts come up. So we have to drink water and ask God for strength, but God is always there to have our backs, bro.
Right.
You know, always there, bro. We just can't forget that. Can't forget that.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, when we need him the most, he definitely steps up, bro. That's what I've come to realize. The longer I be on this journey and gain strength and wisdom, the more powerful I'm starting to feel God, bro. The more powerful.
Yes. You know what? That's what I've realized too. Is like, if you go a certain amount of time where, you know, you're in communication with him and you're putting in the work, he's not gonna let you go too far down. You know, maybe you have these spiritual attacks or a flatline, but then God's gonna show up in those moments. You know, you're either gonna have like some kind of a moment to where he's, you know, gonna send you some messages and tell you some things that you have to change. Like, he's gonna let you know what's up, or he's gonna upgrade you after you get through the emotions, and then afterwards you're like you're just tapped in like crazy.
Yeah, absolute facts, bro. You know, that's what I feel like after that flatline. Like, he literally like leveled me up to where I'm dropping even more videos now.
Yeah, I don't even understand how you're doing it. I'm like, what is going on?
It's all God, man. Because yeah, the way that flatline was, it was very brutal. I mean, it was brutal, bro. You know.
Yeah, I was talking to you. I remember.
Very brutal flatline, bro. Like, I was emotionally just torn and out of it.
Yeah.
You know, just a brain upgrade, bro. You know?
That's crazy, man. I'm glad that you're feeling better, that we're back on the grind.
Absolutely, my boy. I'm happy too, and you know, I'm grateful that God put us together to do this shit. You know, this is beautiful, beautiful shit we're doing, and it's all a part of the spiritual shift that's going on in the world. You know, it's all part of that shift, that spiritual awakening amongst the people.
Exactly. You know, God's got us set up to where, yeah, we're definitely a part of it. We're definitely a part of all of this stuff.
Oh yeah, most definitely, bro. Definitely a part of it. Ooh, wait.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it is. Now we see, you sit back and think about it. You're just like, damn, bro, this is some serious shit that's going on right now.
Yeah, and the history is you got to think about like the history of the planet. This I feel like this is like a big moment. These last couple, just I would honestly say in the last like 5 to 10 years, like there's just been some crazy shit going on spiritually.
Yeah, and yeah, most definitely. And then within the last 2 to 3 years, bro, it's just been real bizarre. And
it's getting more intense.
Yeah, well, I was about to say within this year period from
2022.
Yeah, bro, from 2022 jumping into 2023, shit has gotten crazy as hell about here, bro.
You know what it is that people are waking up. And so, a lot of the stuff is getting exposed. Like the people that you would never imagine to wake up are waking up. So it's like, it's not just us. People like us, we've been, privy to a lot of this stuff. But there's other people that had no clue about this stuff, and now they're on board with it. So it's like, there's really some momentum going.
Facts. And that's a good
so
thing.
It's not looking good out here for the devil and his fucking punk ass army.
Bro, they had it coming. You can only keep shit in the dark for so long before it comes to the light, my boy.
Exactly.
Devil tried to deceive the people and keep all this bullshit in the dark and be secretive, and you can only do it for so long before shit starts to come to the light. That's why I said in the last podcast, they're running out of time. The enemy is running out of time, and the truth is starting to come to the forefront.
Exactly. Our lifetime, bro. I mean, we're only in our 30s. We got some time left here on this planet, God willing. So I feel like we're about to witness some crazy shit.
Yeah, we are. I'm ready for whatever happens. I'm just, I just know that, this timeline that we're in right now, this shit is historical.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think something is going to go down in the next 20 years or however long, maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, who knows, but something major, and I don't know what it is, but something really big.
And you can just feel that shit in your spirit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That something is about to happen, my dude.
Exactly.
It's hard to explain, but all of us spiritual people, we feel it.
Feel it
in the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's like we're on the brink of something.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be like some new ass technology that's gonna be coming out. I watched a video where this one dude was exposing some shit, talking about they're gonna be coming out with this technology to where it's gonna make shit, it's gonna make things to where you won't know if it's real or fake.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like YouTube videos and shit. You won't even know if the person is real, and it's gonna come down to a person and them being authentic art.
That does not sound good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good, but that's what they were talking about. If I find the video, I'll send it to you.
Okay, bro.
Most def. All right. You want to end this podcast off, bro?
Yeah, I was about to say, let's wrap it up, with our usual shout out to everybody that's been listening and, hitting us up, letting us know that you guys like our podcast, people from YouTube, people from Spotify, any of my friends from Instagram, anybody that's listening. And, I heard, we got people listening all over the world, bro. I got people messaging me from from Australia and England, saying that they listen to our podcast every morning before they be working out and stuff like that. So it's getting crazy.
Yeah, we got people all around the world listening to us. Yeah, I got people from what they say. I forgot where they were from, bro, but it's definitely a whole nother country and shit. It's like a few of them that said watch my videos and listen to the podcast and shit.
It's a trip.
Yeah, I'm just honored, bro. I'm just honored, to be in this position that God put us in. Be in this position that God put us in. It's very, very powerful, my dude. Powerful, like
for real.
And
I'm just grateful. I'm more and more grateful every day because it's kind of helping me mold. It's like I have like a new identity. God is kind of showing me why I'm here, and it's a beautiful transition. It's a transformation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely a beautiful transformation, man. Like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly.
Exactly.
Feel me? And much love to all the listeners out there coming from SpiritWar Martin. You know what I'm saying? Just grateful for all you guys around the world that's been listening to us and supporting us, doing what we do. This is, I'm just honored. That's all I got to say. I'm grateful to be here because I never would have expected to be here where I am today. I'm just grateful to be here. Connect with other people out here in the world. It's all a part of God's plan.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, my boy. Well, much love to you and all listeners. And this has been the Unchained Podcast, episode 47. Much love to everybody, man. And, we'll catch you next time. Martin, I will hit you up, my boy.
All right. Good, buddy. And you take it easy, and much love to you, bro. You did a good job.
All right. You too, man.
All right, bro.
All right. Later.
Later.